So I wanted to share today as I try to understand this situation a little more, and I'm sharing out loud as I learn how to do something. And I was listening earlier to one of my favorite, I just love this person. They just relate so much to who I am. And they were talking about, they mentioned, what if I could hire someone to do my push-ups? And I started thinking, that's me. That is me. And so and then I really started thinking, I said, I do this so much, so often, right? To where, like, even just the other day, I said, I want to do, get ready to start the interviews and stuff like that. And so somebody was ready. I said, I want to practice with you. And I'm going to invite you to send you a link to invite you to this Zoom call. And then I want to practice how to save it and be able to upload it to my YouTube video. And so we went through this and that, and no matter what I did, no matter what I clicked, my settings or something was off, or I just could not save it to the point where it was a video where I can either upload it to CapCut or upload it to YouTube. It just wasn't happening. And I brought in a third party, and they was like, because they use Zoom on a persistent, continuous basis, and they're familiar with it. And it was like, no matter what we did, we couldn't do it. And here I go. The first thing, I just got to hire somebody to do this because this is not working out. The same thing I did with the podcast. I could not figure it out, but I let so much time pass, and I kept thinking about it. And I want to start a podcast. And so eventually I did hire somebody on Fiverr to set it up for me. And because I was on a phone, because I wanted to be able to do it for myself. But because I was on the phone, that was not possible. And so they did it for me and set it up, which is okay. But I bring this up to say is that, there's been a couple of other things, especially lately, where it's like, I just got to hire somebody. I got a full-time job. I'm this, I'm that, and that, and that, and that. I just got to hire somebody. But come on, man. It's like, am I going to hire somebody to do my leg lifts for me? Am I going to hire somebody to get these arms right and, so they won't be flabbing all the way down to my knees and just, if you do this for me every day, I'll get the whatever. And so, no, that's not going to happen. I got to put in the work myself and do it. And so I was just thinking about that and sharing that today. And so it's like I took some notes here, and it was saying about reflection. You recognize that some of the skills like recording and uploading videos are best learned through personal effort rather than delegation, rather than telling somebody to do it for you. And so just learning tutorials, I'm just going to have to Google AI it on how to record Zoom sessions and upload them to YouTube and things of that nature. So I have to set up some time to practice the process, without pressure, and experimenting with different settings until I feel confident. Because I don't just want to do it one time and somebody say, here, boom, boom, bam, bam, This is how you do it. And then the next time I'm like, what did I do again? So it's going to be like starting a new job and, taking down, writing it down, the instructions, and doing it over and over and over again. And so it mentions here about joining online forums, communities like, I've never been on Reddit. A lot of people talk about Reddit. YouTube help or Zoom support forums can provide quick answers to specific issues. Document your process, take notes as you learn, write down each step. I try to tell people that in the job also. You got a pen and a paper? Oh, no, it's in my brain. You got a pen and a paper? So you can refer back to your own guide, the way you wrote it down. Record your screen. Use screen recording software to capture the process for future references. Reflect and refrain. Embrace the learning curve. Remember that struggling with new technology is normal and a part of growth. And, you can say I'm not tech savvy, but you can learn it. Value self-efficiency, just as you can't hire someone to do your push-ups. Mastering these skills yourself will build confidence and independence. So, encountering a technical challenge while trying to save and upload a Zoom video, which led to frustration and the thought of hiring help. Reflecting on that, talking about that, sharing that, I realized that some skills like technical know-hows or physical fitness requires personal effort, and it can't be outsourced. By seeking out resources, practicing, and staying engaged in the learning process, one can overcome these challenges and become more self-efficient. So if you feel in this way like I do, just hang in there with it, and don't give up. I think and I know for a fact there have been some things that I've given up on in the past just because I could not do it. So my word from me to you, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't let it frustrate you to the point that you don't look at it again and try it again if it's something that you really, really want to do. Peace.